It's 7:30 and it's very quiet in my house right now because my boys stayed the night with my mom last night. It's not usually about 7:30 things are getting kind of loud in here. But I am going to go ahead and go out and start feeding our animals. It's kind of raining outside this morning. Usually I do this closer to 9 o'clock, but I'm hoping I can beat some of the bad weather and get them fed so I don't have to get soaked. Kind of dark in here, but this is a little shed that we bought from Home Depot. Let me put y'all right here. Bought it about a month ago to store some of our animal feed in, since we got the goats and stuff. We needed somewhere to store their feed, and we also have some quail on this side of the property now instead of over by the chickens, so we needed somewhere to start keeping some of their food at. This is just the outside of the little shed. I think it was a few $100s at Home Depot. Everybody's so loud in the mornings. Good morning. Got one chicken egg. Our chicken started laying about 3 days ago now, but it's only a couple of them laying. So we've got 4 total so far. Kind of exciting. We've been eating quail eggs because we have so many quail, but yeah, our chickens are finally old enough to start laying, so that's exciting. Mom just texted and said that my boys are up, so I'm about to go over and get them from her house. We have to get our homeschool day started. I have to still make my bed and do a few chores around here. I like to get a few things out of the way before we start our homeschool day. It just makes me feel a little bit better when the house is straightened up. I also needed a little caffeine, and I recently started drinking these instead of coffee. I can't drink coffee and then work out in the mornings, so I've switched to this. And even though I didn't work out this morning, they taste pretty good, so I went ahead and made me one of these. All right, so this is breakfast for the boys this morning. Just some avocado toast and berries. I'm gonna have a little Greek yogurt, mainly so I can take my medication. I'm not a big breakfast person usually, but now that I have to take medications, I have to eat something. We did this in the library. I thought, hey, let's go ahead and read Casey's Spider-Man book, because we get to bring it back today. So you want to read some of your Spider-Man book this morning? Yeah. So we're just kind of getting our school day started with a little bit of reading. I have found it's much easier to keep my boys' attention when they're sitting down for breakfast for our read aloud. So that is what we try to do. Remember this one? The Pilgrim's Progress? All right, these pictures are pretty. It says, when little Christian, you see a camera? This morning, the sun was shining and his companions were running about. They called to him to join them, but he said, I cannot play. I think we ought to start on our journey. What a foolish boy you are, they cried.
After breakfast, I just went ahead and cleaned up a little bit and put another load of laundry on to wash. And then I went and got myself dressed. We actually had to leave to go to therapy today, so I wanted to put on a little makeup and change my clothes so that we would be ready to go around lunchtime. So this is my planner. It's from Plum Paper Planner, and I usually in the evenings before I make a list of things that I need to get done, I put the most important things up here underneath the priorities, and then I'll put some secondary things down here, and then I'll always kind of split I kind of like time block my day. This isn't like a hard and fast schedule. This just kind of gives me an idea of things that I need to be working on at a certain time during the day. But after 9 o'clock right now, so we're about to start right here doing our school stuff, and I have to get our lunches together. We take them with us on the days that we have to do therapy. I just find that if I don't write things down like that to help me keep up with what needs to be done during the day, I end up forgetting all sorts of stuff. So I like to have a reference to go back to and look and see what I need to be working on. And then doing the time blocks just kind of helps me make sure that I stay on track, like, you know, with needing to get the lunches and things like that together. That way it doesn't get time to go almost and I'm like, oh man, I forgot to pack our lunches, and then we have to go through a drive-through or something for lunch. So yeah, I like my plan. Our history books, we are using the little gather round mini unit. We've been doing this, we're on week 7 I believe, so we're gonna sit down as a family and do this. I have this little cart here in my dining area. This is just kind of where I'm keeping everything at for our homeschool right now, plus a basket in the living room, and we do our lessons in the living room together. My 3-year-old, he just kind of comes and goes as he pleases. So sometimes he sits down and hangs out with us while we do history. Sometimes he's doing his thing in the bedroom. So we'll see how this morning goes.
Let's try another one. Columbus believed the earth was flat. That one's false.
We just wrapped up our history lessons. The boys are watching a video now that goes along with that. I am going to go ahead and pull out my oldest son's math and reading lessons so we can get started on that, as well as pull the laundry out of the dryer. I probably won't have time to get it all folded and put away before we have to leave today, so that'll be waiting on me this afternoon. That's beautiful singing. I'm probably not going to video us doing his lessons. That way we can just be focused on them and get those done without any distractions or anything like that.
Mom, we should do a bird video.
A bird video?
Yeah.
So my youngest is at therapy. We're waiting in the car for him to come out. We're going to read our bird book while we wait. Oh, and what did you have for lunch?
Pizza.
Some pizza. You can see it on his shirt. That is a cool little bird, huh?
Uh-huh.
A bowerbird? Is that how you say it?
Yeah. And he takes stuff from the woods and he decorates.
Yeah. Oh, yeah? Yes, you can. Oh, that owl, he puts it in good, huh? What is it?
Robot who takes pictures.
Oh, a robot that takes pictures? Mm-hmm.
And this is after we got back home from therapy and running errands. We left the house in a hurry, so I needed to get things straightened back up and get the laundry finished that I had started earlier in the day. casing. We just got home about 30 minutes ago. It's like 2:30 now. We went to therapy, we went by the library, we went by the post office. I ended up getting in my quail rails for our incubator. The last time that we incubated eggs, we just used the rails that came with it, which were for chicken eggs, so they don't hold nearly as many. This actually hold up to 120 eggs, it says. So we're gonna give this a try in a few days. We've been collecting our eggs for the past 3 or 4 days. We're gonna try to hatch some more quail out so that we can get a new set of them going. So that's what that is. I had actually put on my list to set the incubator up today, but I don't know that that's gonna happen because honestly, I'm just kind of tired of running around today. And we have time to set it up tomorrow, and our eggs should still be fine. I was also going to show y'all the books that we checked out at the library. My oldest son picked this one out, Invisible to the Eye, Animals in Disguise. It looks like a really cool one that he and my husband will probably enjoy looking at together. And then my youngest son, he's only 3, but he picked this book out, his first big book of space. And these are by National Geographic Kids. And my son actually just returned the one on birds today. And we have one that belongs to us. I think it's called My First Big Book of Why. And it just has a bunch of different questions and answers in it. These are really cute books. They're fun to look at and just have tons of interesting little facts all throughout it. So that's the one he picked out. And then I picked out this picture book called Otis and the Tornado, just to do in there, read aloud. It's about a little tractor named Otis, and I thought it would be fun to put in their morning basket during the read aloud time. So it's got some cute little drawings and such in there. So that's that. The rest of the day, I don't even know. Let me get my list. I think I've done everything. I finished the laundry up. I got a couple loads of laundry done. We done our evening time stuff. We went to therapy. We done our schoolwork. I'm probably gonna try to squeeze a workout in, and I need to cook dinner. And that's the only other things that I'm going to plan on doing. The rest of the evening, we're probably just gonna go outside. The sun actually ended up coming out, so I think I'll go ahead and work out, and then we'll head outside and go ahead and do the afternoon feeding of the animals, evening, afternoon, and I'll cook dinner, and that's just about it, I think. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. I have a couple little boys who just want to spend the rest of the evening jumping on the trampoline, so that's what we're gonna go do, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Bye.